Welcome to Dotaverse, where we try to teach you something about Dota 2 every single day. I'm Yoshiman, and today we're going to be talking about Lotus Orb. What is Lotus Orb? Lotus Orb is a utility tankiness item that provides you with 10 damage, 10 arbor, 6 HP regeneration, 125% mana regeneration, 250 mana, and the ability to reflect a spell that is cast to you back at the caster. This means that any single target spell that might be blocked by Linken's will also be reflected back on the caster. It still affects you when the spell is cast, but it also affects the caster, meaning that any spell like Fade Bolt, Sand King's Q, the stun, and any other single target spell will be reflected. Also important to note is that AoE spells or single targets with multiple leaps are not going to be reflected fully by Lotus Orb. Bear this in mind when buying Lotus Orb against heroes that do not cast single target spells like Skywrath Mage or sometimes Gyrocopter. There is a correct way and an incorrect way to do this. As you can see, Lotus Orb does not take effect when the spell is cast on you, only when you are affected by the spell. Casting Lotus Orb when you see Gyrocopter attempting to use his rocket is not right. You need to wait until the rocket is about to hit you, and that is when Lotus Orb will take effect. This can also be seen when viewing Skywrath Mage's Q. Remember again that spells are only reflected when they are a single target, not when they are AoE. So when using something like Bristleback's Q, when using Aghanim Scepter upgrade, it will not be reflected. Another important thing is to know that Lotus Orb will only reflect the spell cast. It will not reflect bounces from Fade Bolt, for example. One of the things that people often forget about Lotus Orb is that it's actually capable of dispelling effects from heroes. This means track effects, or any kind of dust effect or poison effect from Viper, for example, will be dispelled by Lotus Orb. It will not, however, dispel undispellable effects, such as Viper's Strike. Viper's Q, though, is a good example of a spell that it will dispel. Thanks so much for watching. Dotaverse is a new channel trying to bring you new stuff about Dota every day that you might not have known. Hopefully you learned today how Lotus Orb works, how to use it, and when it is useful. It's a friendly dispel item, which there's only 2 of those in the game, Dual Scepter and Lotus Orb, making it extremely useful as a utility item as well as the obvious effect of reflecting spells. Thanks for watching and subscribe to Dotaverse for more Dota content.